Good morning. Hope you're all having a tremendous Tuesday. I haven't been on here in a little bit as I've been really busy with the new Juki business, which is awesome. But today thought was important to share with you this concept, which is the two voices of procrastination. And the reason it came to mind was because I was having a discussion with a colleague at work, and the other day we were talking about goals and what we would like to achieve in our lives. And to show you the two voices of procrastination, I'd like to share you a little tale of two brothers. So there was once two brothers, very similar in a lot of ways, both creative and full of dreams and ideas. One day, a brother decided to try and make an idea into real life. He didn't feel ready, but he started anyway. The other brother also had an idea, but he didn't feel ready to start yet. He thought, I'll wait until I know how. Meanwhile, the first brother kept at his goal, making slow progress at first, but eventually he started to get some traction. He even had new goals pop up, so he started on those too. The second brother kept waiting until he knew how to get started. More ideas came to him, and I'm not ready for those, he thought either. As the years went by, the first brother had accomplished many goals, and any time a new goal came to mind, he was able to start taking action immediately. As for the second brother, years of listening to the voice telling him he's not ready had caught up to him. He had lost almost any ambition. Now, when an idea comes to mind, it would take a monumental amount of effort to start moving in the right direction. As you can see from this little story, there are two voices of procrastination, which is there is one voice telling you to get started and start moving forward, and then there's the second voice, which is telling you you're not ready yet. And it's listening to this last voice, the one telling you you're not ready yet, that holds you back from reaching your goals, I believe. This is how I've seen it play out in my own life. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to chase after goals, achieve things, and create a cool life. Like everyone, I sometimes struggle with knowing how to accomplish a goal. And yes, sometimes that lack of knowing how or what to do to get started leads to procrastination. There have been, of course, been things that I've wanted to do that I've wanted bad enough to go out and start. In a way, I've broken the voice of procrastination in order to get started. I think with any goal or thing that you'd like to get done, the most important thing to do is take immediate action. If you let something marinate or if you want to think it over, it's likely to never happen. Action kills procrastination. You start taking action when the pain of staying the same exceeds the pain of taking the first step. What I believe happens the more you take action as well is that it becomes easier and easier to take action and start things, which leads you to getting more done and reaching more of your goals. And the flip side of that is allowing the voice that tells you you're not ready to start. By listening to that voice, your capacity for action goes down. The voice that says don't do it yet, you're not ready, gets stronger, and it's harder to break out of that procrastination phase, which leads to an endless loop of goals that get procrastinated on and never come to fruition. And I don't know about you, but there are times that I know I'm procrastinating on something. I need to get it done, and it feels extremely uncomfortable when you're in that state of procrastination. So the goal is to take action on a goal as soon as it comes to mind. Don't let it sit, or it may never come to life. The more you exercise your action muscle by starting on a goal as soon as it comes to mind, the stronger your capacity for action will become. So no goal will ever come to life if you don't start taking action towards it. I heard something interesting the other day, which also might help you overcome the voice of procrastination. Like sometimes when we procrastinate, our mind tells you you're not ready. Like it's a good sign. You may not be ready, or you may not have the skills to execute on your goal or your vision. Our most common response to that is to ask ourselves, like, how can I get this done? Throughout our lives, we've been taught us to ask how. How can I get this done? How do I start X, Y, and Z? Asking how sometimes limits us because we might not have the skills yet to figure it out, especially if you've set a bigger vision for your life than your current state. In our present situations, we usually don't have the skills or necessary resources to reach our goals. Because we've set a vision higher than ourselves, we don't normally have the capacity to think about how to actually get there because we're in our current state, which is smaller than the vision we actually want to bring to life. So we either have to become that person that can reach that goal, which may take a lot of time, if not years, or we can get help from other people, or as Dan Sullivan calls it, calls them who's. Who's are other people who can help us reach our goals? For example, when I wanted to start lifting weights and getting in shape when I was 14, I started with how. I typed into Google, how do I lift weights? And that's when I found my first who, which was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Online, he had laid out his training plan exactly for me. I could sidestep the time and effort it would take to figure out everything by just listening to Arnold. So with any goal you have, the goal is to try asking yourself, who do I need in my life to help me reach this goal? Let's say you'd like to start investing in real estate. Instead of reading all the books and studying everything for years, or asking how do I invest in real estate, what if you asked who can help me start investing in real estate? It's likely you know someone who has invested in real estate, and it costs you nothing to ask if they'd be interested and sharing some of their knowledge with you. They may even help you get your first property. So with any goal you're trying to accomplish, ask who, not how. Who do I need in my life to help me make this happen? And with any goal, if you let that voice of action win as much as possible, you'll make that action muscle stronger. Strengthen the action muscle and let it overpower the voice of procrastination as much as possible. I hope those stories and tricks helped you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for tuning in and watching. And if you have got the slightest amount of value from this video, it would mean the world to me if you could smash the like button. If you have a friend or colleague who you think needs this video in their life, feel free to share it with them. Thank you again. Have a tremendous Tuesday, and I will see you next time. Bye.